Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we have the interesting repair of the day. Volvo Penta d2-55 heat exchanger. All of them suffer with the same problem. They corrode around here, and the way you can recover them instead of buying a whole new unit, it's have them weld. A good aluminium welder can weld it, recharge it, and reface it, and it will be back as new. So instead of throwing away like a couple of grand, I know that both means break out another 1,000, but in this case it costs a lot less, like 200 euro of a job, and that's it. It going back to normal. Now I'll show you a couple of things and particularities of this thing. Now this is the tubes that were inside the heat exchanger. One thing to notice, it's the reddish color. Whenever you see this, the color red on nibral and copper thingies, now we'll scratch it a little bit. Whenever you see it red and you scratch it, and underneath it is still golden color, when it's golden under the red, it is still good, but the reddish color, it means that it's starting to corrode by galvanic corrosion or electrolysis sometimes. The red is the copper that is inside the material, and since this material has a nickel, copper, zinc, the zinc gets eaten away and stays only the copper. This one in particular, it is in good shape, although it is a little bit dirty. I don't know if I managed to show it to you inside. Yeah, like this you can see it inside. It is dirty with a lot of gunk, a lot of calcium all together. All the green stuff on this side of the heat exchanger, it goes the antifreeze liquid, the cooling liquid. Inside here is the seawater, and the seawater, it's making this barnacles thingy. Now you could clean it with a barnacle buster, but in this case you can see it, the conditions on this side is because the antifreeze used has not been changed, or it is a different type of quality. This one I already cleaned it, high pressure wash it. I am a little bit against the chemical cleaning. Now you can see, if you insist on it, everything slowly will go away. But since we do have a totally new one, I think I will install the new one instead of the old one, and the old one will just clean it and keep it as a spare part, or I don't know if he wants to sell it. Now, in cleaning the existing gaskets, a lot of people go with the wire brush or something like this. I only clean them with a blade and trying to keep the blade parallel and straight. Now you could put it over a milling machine and just reface the whole thing, but in this case they're like far away one with the other, and they're in really nice condition. I tried them with a straight edge, and it is pretty straight, so there is no need to have them resurfaced. But the thing is, when you clean them, just use the blade, keep it almost straight, and just slowly remove only the old gasket material. This is the proper way to clean it. To take your time and just do it all around, all the gasket material. This is the proper way to do it. Another particularity of this model, this is the model like D2-55, C, D, E and F. They have this oddly shaped stainless steel that stays in between. The difference between this one and the older series is the versions A and B. This one has this funny shaped gasket. Now the stainless steel, it produces a bit of corrosion, galvanic corrosion. The riser on the top, the exhaust elbow, it is in cast iron, so this one will also produce a little bit of galvanic corrosion, and it makes the matter worse for this connection. Now I think I will not put back this stainless steel piece. Doesn't make no sense to have it here, and I will just use a gasket. Is the gasket that's made for him. Now I will clean all the ports. Here, for example, is a temperature port, one of the two. It has two of them. So slowly clean everything well, without doing any damage to the surface, the mating surface. Although it does have a gasket for it, a copper washer that I will put a new one, and I will also use a thread locker sealant. This one is Vicky Seal. It is up to 150 degrees, so you have to stay a little bit careful on what products do you use in these situations, because if it is like low temperature stuff, you can have problems with the holding. Now off camera I have wire brush everything inside, so it's nice and clean. Also wire brushed the two pieces. Now we're gonna put a little bit of a thread locker on it and sealant. It's like 2-in-1. This one it's sealant and thread locker, and it's a product that I had a little bit of experience with, so I know how it works. This anaerobic, once you put it inside, and when it does not have any air anymore, here you don't have to exaggerate, just it is not necessary to use the thread lock or sealant and so on when you have the copper gasket down, but under it, but it helps. Okay, another one is done, like the one who killed the wife said. Now before taking it apart, I've just made a mark on one side, on the other. That way you don't have to remember how it was, because it's really easy that you take it apart and then you don't know how to put it back together. So right here we have two dots that are corresponding one with the other. Then the other part, this one, it's with the connection for emptying towards down, and you have the other dot also. Now on the other side you can see the level, well, where the water, it stays inside, and this is seawater that stays inside the tube. And here we have the same thing, and the cover is like this. Here I did not do any mark because I've just watched the down part. It's like, I thought, okay, they should be like in line with the one with the other. Now we have a couple of O-rings that keep everything together, but since I said I will install the new tube, we'll just put the O-rings and stuff on the new one. Now, in case that someone just opened it up and then didn't find the mark, they did the mark too small, this is the correct orientation that it can stay, it should stay, because sometimes happens that you don't have the marks, or you clean it, or you paint it, or something happens and you delete the marks. So you ask yourself how the freaking way will be going. Another thing that you can consider if you don't have the marks is that you have this separation here and must coincide with the one that is here. Now, one thing that I didn't mention, it's if you leave it to stay for a lot of years without taking it apart, sometimes here inside it corrodes itself, or it gets swollen, and it will be almost impossible to take it out without destroying the whole thing. Especially on the Yammars. On Volvo Penta it's is not so common, but on the Yammars you have a lot of problems because they stay stuck and you cannot take it out. Now, o-ring size, this model, the C, D, E and F models have the same measurement of the o-rings. In the A and B models you have one o-ring that is a little bit bigger than the others. This gasket, it's like here another shape, it's like symmetrical from one side to the other. And for the thermostat housing you don't have only two o-rings, you have another like round bigger o-ring that is like a squared shape in cross section. And you have another gasket because on this side here there is another cover that you can remove it on that side. So in this version you don't have to stay careful. On the other version you have one o-ring that's a little bit bigger than the others. Now we have one o-ring here, and then we will be putting it inside. Now I was watching, if you put it like this will not stay, like this doesn't seem right, so you only have one position where it goes well. I just got a call, so I had to stop the video. I'm using the mobile phone, I don't have the camera on hand. Now I really don't like it very much the way this o-ring it's getting inside. So let's just see if the two o-rings are just the same. Let's just compare it with the old one that I did not remove from here. It's a little bit tighter, I feel. It seems a little bit bigger, thicker. Let's just see. No, it seems to be about the same. Now, in doubt, I will check the service manual and we'll get back to it. I just got a call, I had to stop the video. Now, there is one o-ring on the downside, on behind it. This is the correct orientation. Then another one of the o-rings goes on this other side. Then there is this piece that it's pressing against the o-ring. This one also only has one way where you can install it by the whole pattern. Then will be another one of the o-rings here on the most external part. And this one will go like this. Okay, but before, and then there is the last one of them that will go in this other cover. But before installing everything, there are two things. First one, I want to pass a thread and repass the threads inside just to clean them up, all of them, and then to clean really well the bolts for the covers and use the copper paste, because this will act as anti-seize. I'll just get to it and see you later. Okay, today all day long interruptions. Pass the holes, clean them. We have the bolts, we have the copper paste. Now there are two schools. There are the ones that say just to put a little bit of grease over the o-rings, and there are the ones that say not to put it. Now it happened only once that I've used some grease and the grease melted the o-ring material. So since then I've decided just to keep them, yes, a little bit clean, but not to use a lot of grease on the o-rings. Sometimes you can have compatibility problems. Now we'll clean and then just pass the copper paste on the bolts. That way will not get stuck inside the aluminum housing. Now I've opened it now, but I don't know when will be the next time that someone will open it, so it's better not to seize. During the years we saw that this anti-seize, the copper paste, it works really good on the heat exchangers in the way that is not blocking the screws. Now there is another thing that a lot of people say, that the copper with aluminum will do galvanic corrosion, but honestly we did not see a lot of differences. Now I'm doing it like this. Now the order to put it back together, it is put first the back part and the cover, this one, and tighten it, and only afterwards put the front one, and because it will move slightly the whole heat exchanger and it will compress the o-rings that you have on this side. If you do it the other way around, will not compress well the o-rings. Now in order to tighten it, first we put the bolts in, and usually for an M8 bolt on the aluminum, the torque will be around between 14 and like 20 Newton meters. Now the American guys, the Imperial guys, will be in inch pound. This is like 95 inch pound. Instead torque we have like a 10-12, because the bolts are greased. So whenever they are greased, the bolts, you have to go a little bit lower tightening torque. So I just put it lower at 10. We'll just slowly have them go one by one, tighten it. we check if everything is getting good. Okay, one to the other, and then one by one, should do it in like a couple of steps. First one, second one, third one. Now we could go up to 14. Right now we are like around 10, but at 12 should be more than enough for this application, because it is aluminum behind, so it doesn't make sense to go a lot higher. You risk stripping, and they will not get off anyway. So after doing the first one, there's the second part. Just put the o-ring inside the second groove. Then we have the plate. I have it like this. No, just give me 1 second that I figure out the way it used to be over there. Okay, I could not see very well the mark that I put over there. And now we take the other cover that has the last one of the o-rings. We just align everything together and then start bolting it up and have it squeezed like a sandwich. There's the first one. I'll put the other two. It's not hard to do this job. Is that the only thing that you get dirty? Taking it out from the boat and putting it back in. Now, if you would please let me know in the comments if you want to see content like this one, also mechanical stuff, or just the electronical part. Since mechanical, there are a lot of videos around YouTube on how to do this stuff. Meanwhile, electronics, especially Raymarine, BNG and so on, you don't have a lot of them around. So let me just go back to like 10. Okay, and do it in 2 steps. Then we go to 12. Okay. Just to recheck. Okay, so we're good here. Now the next one will be the thermostat and the thermostat housing. Now the thermostat I boiled in water, so the way you can see if it's working well, around here you have the temperature 83 degrees C is written. You put it in water and you boil it, and in the manual it's written what temperature should start opening and when it's fully open, and you just watch the water temperature and you have everything. Now we have one small o-ring under. When I took it apart there was no o-ring under it. I don't know why. Now on the other boats there is a small hole for the water. This one I see that doesn't have it on the thermostat. That hole, it's for taking out all the air when you fill it up with liquid. No, this is the thermostat housing. I don't remember if it doesn't have a way or not, but I don't think so. It's symmetrical, this one. We'll just put it the way you can read the writings. Let's just take out the old o-ring. And we'll put it back together. Okay. Now same thing here, but here the only thing is that the threads are not going so deep like the other one. So honestly, since we put grease so there's wet torque, I would go like just a little bit back and not do it all the way to like 12, 14. Keep it like 12. Okay, and another one, it's done. Now under the output, the elbow exhaust, we have the tube that goes to the water heater for making the hot water. And before putting it inside, I just want to, I have two taps. It's a 3/8 gas. It is the right one. I just want to give it just a little bit of cleaning by hand, just to see if the threads are clean and threading well. Yeah, they do, because here it's the part where they welded it. Okay, so we're good. We put first one, we put it first, because afterward would be a little bit difficult just to tidy it up when the exhaust elbow it's installed. Okay. It's a little bit conical. What's this one? It's a 19. No, there's no need to keep it real tight. I don't have the 18 here. Just okay. Another one is done. Now I have to put the exhaust elbow bolts. The smaller part goes inside. Now here I'm really undecided if using a thread locker or just put grease on them. With thread lock they will block themselves and stay blocked inside, so when you take out and unscrew the other one, you can take out the nut without everything moving. Otherwise, when you take it out, sometimes it will come out from the block. Now I will decide and let you know what I decided to do. Okay, decided for copper paste at the end, because there is some guys that are building a special purpose spacer here that it's used to create an insulation between the aluminium and the stainless steel exhaust elbow. In case you're choosing to use a stainless steel elbow, you can put in the middle a sacrificial piece of aluminium that's specially purposely built just to be sacrificial. That way it corrodes the spacer and does not corrode the aluminium body again. Now here it was all clean, but we give another good cleaning. This is the shape that it has. The position is this one, so should go right in. It has a little bit of okay. There's some mechanics that are putting just a little bit of grease on top of the gaskets. Now here we have one of the bolts that's a little bit now we have this piece. There's another way that can be, no, will not go in, and this is the proper position for it. Ooh, doesn't want to go in. Okay, the 4 nuts. Oh. One and the other. I'm working with the left hand. It's not my strong hand, so okay. Now, after tidying them up, the last piece is this one. Now, the only gasket I don't have is this one that goes on over this part, but we do have the one that saves your life. I'm using this one for years, and I had really good results with it. And then the fact that you have it in the cartridge and all you have to do is just push on it, will go out. I like it. I like it a lot. I like a lot to use it. Now everything is done. I just taped it a little bit of touch of paint, and we have it. Everything is good. I will just touch it up. Now that everything is installed, tightened up and all good, I will just touch up the paint with the Volvo Penta green, and it's ready to be installed. If you like the video, if you want to see more video like this one, let me know in the comments. Otherwise I will not lose the time to make the videos on the mechanical part.